You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair and Mazz in the midday.
In the midday.
Yeah.
Mike Foley in the building.
Yeah.
You already know what happened. Mike Foley hit us with it.
I'll hit you with one of the best games of football I've seen in a long time. Because I got to tell you, that was close. My dad was there. He was texting me updates. But I got to hit you with it. It's the Go Birds!
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Eagles,
Everybody watch that game?
That 40-30.
Yeah, I watched
Dude,
that game.
Jordan Love came in.
Aaron Rodgers, fraud?
Aaron Rodgers' new team? Question mark?
I don't know,
Jordan
man.
Love looked good.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing bad when he was in there.
No, he just got injured.
He got injured. I mean,
But he's old.
also, I don't think the team supports him.
Nah,
I don't think the team's behind Aaron Rodgers at the moment.
Probably not.
Because he's been putting everybody on blast.
Why wouldn't he?
And I don't blame him, but as a teammate, you hear a quarterback publicly go to the press and just bash you like that. That doesn't make you case for you to be a leader.
Fair.
So I feel like
Do you think
they're playing harder for Jordan Love.
Do you think we're gonna see the Jordan Love era next season?
Well, how many? No, because
next season?
he's another year in his contract.
I don't know,
Rodgers.
dude. Maybe they're looking to move him.
But, like,
Who's gonna want that contract?
I mean, it's still Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah,
The
Indianapolis.
Colts will
The Colts
absolutely.
are the kings of trading for washed QBs.
But here's the thing: he's not even washed.
Yeah, dude. It's
You know what I
Aaron
mean? Like,
Rodgers.
it's still Aaron Rodgers.
Just came off an MVP, didn't he?
2 MVPs.
Two MVPs.
Two
Thank you.
MVPs.
But this year, I don't know. It just seems like I know he has no one to throw to, but it just doesn't seem like he has.
Christian Watson's actually been pretty solid.
Yeah.
6 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks, something like that.
Watson or Rodgers?
I guess Watson.
Really? 6
Yeah.
touchdowns in 3 weeks?
Something like that. 4 weeks, something like that.
All right, well,
He's been scoring, dude. He's up there in fantasy. Yep. What up?
I said, welcome to Aunt Mazz in the Midday. Real quick, I want to introduce everybody: Anthony Cafone, Brandon Morazzo, Connor Cupin, and Khalil. What's your last name, Khalil?
Callaway.
Callaway. I need to remember. I need a reminder. I should have asked you before the show.
Do you not know
that's
who
my
his
bad.
grandfather is, bro?
Who's his grandfather?
Great grandfather. Hit us with
Great
great grandfather.
Cab Calloway.
Really?
Yeah.
Cab Calloway, like the singer?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
Minnie the Moocher?
Yeah.
Really? That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah. There's your fun fact of the day.
Fun fact of the day: we have Cab Calloway's great grandson.
That's
And
me.
for those of you,
Great.
obviously
Or how
the
many
people can't see what's
it's
going on
two.
in the studio right now. But for those of you that remember, we had Khalil come on and that great special where we did, and we were picking a new team for him. And at the end of everything, he ends up with the Dallas Cowboys. My man's rocking the classic
CD.
blue CD jersey.
Wait, did you just buy
I
that?
couldn't tell if that was
go.
Michael
I
Irvin or
bought it
Dez at
right
first.
after the show.
Right after the show.
Wow, that's
Ordered it.
dedication.
Dude, he said, I'm coming on this show. I'm respecting it. He said, I got to wear the Saquon jersey for the rest of the day because his girl got it for him, and he did his due diligence. And then he said, after that, Cowboys Nation, baby, let's ride.
I thought I couldn't tell that was a
they got a
Michael
good.
Irvin.
They got a good one on Thursday.
They did get a good win on Thursday.
They destroyed the Giants.
The Giants were hanging in there for a little bit, and it was some backups in there. But, hey, the cream rises to the top, and you get the job done, so it don't even matter. Here we are.
Well, you guys were saying for a while you thought the Giants were gonna fall off, but
I've been saying. I still think it's coming. It is what it is. Khalil, as a new member of the Cowboys Nation, what were your takeaways from that game? I know you watched it.
I'm not a big Zeke guy, but I loved Ezekiel Elliott this week. He looked great. I mean, he looked better than Tony Pollard this week.
I have a solution to that problem. I finally figured it out.
what is it?
Tony Pollard needs to be like
The primary back.
primary back, and I want Zeke as the power back.
Agreed.
I think
Like
that
a
works.
Jamal
On, like
Williams?
second,
Because I'm
third
gonna be
shorts.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like Pollard doesn't have the power.
No, but
for
Pollard
power
in
back.
space is better. than
Yes,
Zeke in space.
absolutely. I'll give you that. And I've been saying for a while, I wanted to deny. I was rocking with Zeke, man. I mean, come on. But it just they need to be used as a tandem.
problem
Power
is-
downs, put Zeke in.
But Maz, the problem is you're paying all that money to Zeke just for
I
him to
know.
be a power back.
yeah, I know.
2016
But what are you gonna
comeback.
do with it? What are you gonna do with it? This is what you're rocking with right now.
Yeah.
You are paying too much money not to use them, so you gotta. This is what you're gonna use them for, and you kind of just have to.
Do you
gotta bite
think
it.
Zeke might be on the trading block next year?
How-
Who will take that contract?
Could they cut him next training camp?
I don't think they will.
I don't know. I'm not saying they would, but they could, right? Potentially.
Potentially, I don't think they're going to though. I think because that's the thing, dude. Like, there's never reports of like Zeke being a problem.
No, I'm not.
Everybody
saying,
loves
No,
Zeke.
but I'm just saying for the cap issue.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
don't
only
know.
reason why you would cut him. And
Yeah.
makes sense. Frees some cap up to go sign guys you need.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to pay Pollard because Pollard's a free agent this season.
I don't like paying running backs.
Wait, but you can dude. You know what's crazy? I just learned this. You could franchise Pollard, right? You could franchise Pollard, and for a running back, under $10 million to franchise a running back. Is that not insane? I feel like that is absurdly cheap.
for 1 year under 10 mil?
Yeah.
I don't think that's insanely cheap.
I think that's insanely cheap. When you dude, think about this: the Giants could franchise Saquon Barkley next season, and they're going to be paying Saquon Barkley under $10 million if they did it.
Well, that would be pretty crazy.
That's insane.
And if I'm Saquon Barkley, I'd probably request a trade if that happened.
That's insane.
I think the franchise tag is cool, but it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to franchise tag a player twice.
Yeah, I think once.
I'm with
is
you.
enough.
I think once is
Because
enough.
Allen Robinson got stuck in Chicago for 2 years.
No,
'cause
the
of that.
problem I see players complaining about the franchise tag. When you are on that franchise tag, you're getting a lot of money.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
I think Lamar's getting franchise tag next year possibly, and he'll be making like 30 mil. Like, why are you complaining about the franchise tag? I know you're gonna be stuck in the spot for a year,
Well,
but you're gonna be paying. You're gonna get
time
paid a
out.
lot of money.
Time out. You also have to remember though too, right? It's guys towards like the end of like their career.
But like
I'm with you, but if
most of the
somebody
guys
like
who are
Lamar-
franchise tag are right in the middle of their primes.
I
It's
understand.
another
that.
prove it deal, but you're getting a lot of money on a prove
and
it deal.
that's what I'm saying. You're right in the middle of your prime, and God forbid you go down with an injury. You just took away like someone like Lamar could legitimately get a 5-year deal that's astronomically high.
I
you
know, but once you get
So
a
I'd
5-year
be
deal like
upset.
that, if you get a 5-year deal, it's most likely gonna be back ended. So at
Yeah.
least get paid while you're in your prime.
Yeah, but guys like Lamar, it's you're 1 year 30 mil or 5 years of over whatever
1
it
year,
is,
30
closer
mil to
two-
prove myself to get that big deal.
Nah, dude, you don't think somebody like Lamar is already proven it? They're already gonna get that deal.
I know, but I
Come on.
don't think Lamar's the way Lamar's been playing the last few weeks. He's not gonna get that deal he wants.
Dude, what happened to the Lamar MVP talks, bro? It just completely died.
Died.
Dude, who's he got? He's got nobody. We've been talking about this.
He's got Mark.
That's it. He
got
has a
Mark.
tight end. You need more than a tight end.
So we just dropping it
Hey,
in.
you
Robinson-
watched.
Robinson's been
Listen,
showing
let's
up
get
for
into
a
this.
few
Let's get into this. Hey, you watched the Jaguars game
I did.
yesterday.
Well, the problem with the Ravens is their red zone offense is brutal to watch. They will start their drive on their own 10, make it 80 yards up the field, get inside the 10-yard line, and then just are forced to settle with the field goal. They
So-
cannot punch it in inside the red zone.
Congratulations, it's the Dallas Cowboys for the last however years.
Cowboys East, the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't know.
How can they be Cowboys East when the Cowboys play in the NFC?
I-
Nah, well, listen,
I
my-
think,
Hey, yo, hit him with it.
I think the Ravens' problem right now on the offensive end, it's just a multitude of things.
Bing bong.
Bing bang. But it's Lamar's quarterback play has not been great. He's missed a lot of wide open throws, and it's
And when he does get the throws out there, there's no one there to catch it.
no, I'm not just there's someone there to catch it. They just drop it.
That's what I'm saying. There's
But
a no name.
but they're
trying to
always
catch it.
in the spot. I'm saying like the guys get open. It's not like the scheming's been bad. He's getting guys that are open. The guys just aren't catching the ball for him.
No, I get you.
And then of course the run game has been a little bit stymied these last few weeks. I love having Gus Edwards back. I think he brings that power back element that we need. But when you go up against a good front seven like the Jaguars have, they just can't get anything going. So the offense has been brutal. The defense yesterday, outside of the fourth quarter, was very good. But once again, the fourth quarter problems that the Ravens have had this year has just been an issue.
So we just rolling straight into NFL talk first
Yeah,
thing here.
that's what we're
Let's roll it. Let's roll it.
But yeah, the Ravens right now, they're in the spot right. I still think they're going to win their division because they have a pretty easy schedule.
Unless the Bengals are coming.
The Bengals have one of the hardest schedules in football. The Ravens have one of the easiest.
Yeah, the Bengals still got to face the Bills and the Chiefs. They got to face the Chiefs this week
And the Ravens again.
and the Ravens again.
And the Steel. Oh no, they're done with the Steelers. I think they have to play the Browns with Deshaun. Like they have a hard schedule
one.
coming up. The Ravens more than likely, I think, will take the division. But the problem is, once they get to the playoffs, I don't think they can beat a lot of the playoff caliber teams.
And they really do need a red zone target. I think Mark Andrews is there. But
I
also
think they should be all in on OBJ. They should be all in.
I totally agree.
Problem
I mean,
is, right now it's looking like the Cowboys are going to get him, from what everyone's been saying.
Dude,
hey, bring him home.
I don't even know if it's enough.
Listen, when you have CD, Dalton Schultz, him, Pollard in the passing game, you're fine.
I don't know, dude, because I'm going to be honest. Like, they've had a lot of good targets and just, they've had everything. Name teams that you think that look like complete teams at most of the positions.
San Francisco.
I can't say
Yes.
the Bills. I can't say the Bills because their defense has been totally injured.
Okay.
So I think the Bills are out. I think the Chiefs,
Completely? Defense included?
the defenses look solid this year.
Yeah,
They've been all right.
I think definitely they've looked solid.
Like,
this year, the
obviously,
Chiefs.
like, if you had to pick out, like, the
The
San
Eagles.
Francisco, what do you think San
Miami's got a great
Francisco's
offense, but a
absolute
terrible
Eagles?
defense.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? Like, let's look at San Francisco. basically a complete team. The weakest position that they got,
His corner.
I was gonna say quarterback, but all right.
Ooh.
Well, Jimmy G last 2 weeks.
Of
man,
course,
has been
Jimmy
on
G the
fire.
last 2 weeks. He's got everything now. Debo, Ayuk,
McCaffrey.
you got Kittles, you got McCaffrey. What else do you want?
Yeah.
Trent
Come on.
Williams.
Now the offensive line stacked. Now that
You
that
could put
40
Troy Aikman in
that
there right
49er
now. They get the job done.
And that defense has been on fire.
and now the Seahawks are starting to fall off with that loss to the Raiders yesterday. So I think that the 49ers are starting to swoop in to get that division.
So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yes, Miami's got a great offense, but the defense is suspect, right?
Mhm.
I think the Cowboys are looking pretty complete. I think the Eagles look pretty complete. But when it comes to the Cowboys, are they more complete than the other complete teams? I don't think so.
Like outside the Chiefs, Eagles, who else?
I think the
49ers?
Eagles, actually, now that I think about it, I think the Eagles probably are the most complete team.
Yeah, for
Problem is though, they've been stalling out last few weeks. I mean, outside of course the Packers game this week.
Right.
But what you saw against the Colts, they did not look solid for 4 quarters.
I think they just played down to who they're playing.
Trap might have been a little bit of a trap game.
You know, I just think it's like, dude, let's be honest. You're working with professionals. Anything can happen at any given moment. And some days, some days chicken, some days feathers. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the MVP right now? Sorry.
Ooh,
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Is it Mahomes?
It's got to be.
I heard Jalen Hurts talk now. Jalen Hurts might be close second.
Yeah, I still think it's Patty.
Jalen Hurts on the run yesterday was phenomenal. 145 yards, like you're not going to top that. But I think Patrick Mahomes.
That Green
what
Bay
he-
defense looked abysmal, though.
Yeah,
Well,
but
who do they have on that defense?
Exactly my
Jair
point.
actually did look pretty good yesterday. He should have.
Dude, they couldn't tackle.
They couldn't tackle.
They couldn't tackle. Dude, if I was a defense coordinator, I would have broken like 10 clipboards.
But how has that guy not been fired yet? Because this has been a problem for multiple years where they cannot stop the run game. Like last year, a few years. I mean, they've had problems with Dalvin Cook multiple years where they've had to go up against him. They can't stop the run game. They've been one of the worst run defenses in the league.
Yeah.
And they still can't find that middle linebacker position that could really tackle and stop the run.
Since Clay Matthews has left, it's really been.
It's been bad.
it's been
I mean,
bad.
Blake Martinez was pretty good for the Giants, but for the Packers, he was awful. Couldn't tackle for anything. And now they have Quay Walk.
The problem with Blake Martinez is he's always injured too.
Exactly.
Always
And
injured.
I think they have that new guy Walker.
Quay Walker had a
You-
pick yesterday.
Yeah, I mean he looks all right, but we got to work on tackling, man. Like for the Packers.
Dude, arm tackles everywhere. I'm telling you right now, dude, if they actually could tackle in that fourth quarter, you never know. They have a chance of winning that game.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple times they're hitting whoever has the ball way before the first down marker, but they're just running through everybody. You know, and that adds up, man. It wastes time. You know, and I think if I really wanted to know what Jordan Love would have been able to do if he had a little more time. I want to know, dude, because
He's got a big time arm. He's got a big time arm. He could sling it farther than most guys in the NFL right now. He's got that ability to roll out in the pocket. I think the Packers with Jordan Love, bold take here, this season right now with this roster is better than Aaron Rodgers led Packers.
I think Aaron Rodgers has like this mental thing going on.
Yeah.
I think it's the fact of, hey, you did bring in a replacement for me when we could have got me a first-round talent as a weapon.
That was 3 years ago.
No, hold on. I think we've been going through this for a minute now, man. I think we've reached a point like they never got him help, right?
They
And
actually got
and
rid
then
of his help.
Adams, and then Adams, right, leaves this season, right? They don't bring in anybody to really help and fill the void. There's really nothing going on there.
What are you talking about? They brought in Sammy Watkins, bro.
Thank you. Exactly my point. Sammy Watkins, who's good for week one. He's like the Ryan Fitzpatrick of wide receivers.
Wow.
Okay? He will ball out for like the first 3 weeks and then nothing.
They'll be injured, yeah. He'll be
You know
injured
what I'm
rest of the
saying?
I
year.
hate how accurate that was.
Dude, it fits Magic and Watkins. It's the same thing. But that's what I'm saying is the fact that they got nobody for him. I think he has no trust in the management. I think the fact that they were having struggles early on, he's like, dude, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't do nothing else. And I just think it is what it is. And he's just like, I feel like he is on the verge of being mentally defeated where, Jordan Love's coming in. It's like, dude, I'm the backup quarterback.
Right.
Like, I've been here for, 3 years?
This is his fourth season? Third season.
Third season, I think. I think it's his third season. And I'm pretty sure he's had one start and all the time. So, like, if he goes out there, he's got nothing to lose. Like, I'm going to go show what I got. I'm a balled out. I actually have something to play for,
Right.
Which, like, Rodgers getting his money regardless. I think Rodgers wants out, let's be honest.
Which is weird how they would pay him, right?
Yeah.
Like, considering all the issues that had been going on and that he would
And you-
accept that deal.
And you drafted Jordan Love first round.
Wasn't Jalen Hurts on the board?
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah.
that was
he
Jalen
was.
Hurts.
Yeah.
That was the Burrow to a Herbert draft.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As
So
well.
that's what I'm saying. Is like you obviously put a lot of stock in this kid, but yet you read up the quarterback that you're not gonna help.
Which I'm thinking, like, with all these injuries that are going on with Rodgers, I mean,
Wait, hold
the
on.
thumb.
For a second, actually, I got to talk about that.
What up?
Burrow, Tua, Herbert, and Jalen Hurts in that draft.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. All right, go back to what you're saying.
I mean, we look at all the injuries going on with Rodgers, the thumb, now the rib, possibly. I'm not sure if it was a rib, but
I heard ribs.
do we start Jordan Love next week and see what he can do?
Yes, absolutely.
And what is stopping the Packers from doing that, considering their record is what now?
4-8. Yeah.
Dude, the Packers are 4-8. The Rams are 3-8. Like, this is a wild year.
The Rams
is
went
very
all in
wild,
last year and they got it done, and now it's
I wish
so
the Cowboys would do the same thing. Just go in for the 1 year.
like,
That's
just
okay.
2014. They
Just
had,
so I could stop hearing 95 was the last
But
time.
look at the NFC.
I gotta
this
hear
year.
73 was the last
Yeah.
time.
The NFC is absolutely wild. You got the. What is it?
The Commanders are 7-5.
Come on, spit it out, Junior. You got it.
All right, the Rams are 3-8. The Bucks are 5-6. The Packers are 4-8.
And the Commanders are
Those
7-5.
are the three teams that everyone thought were going to win the NFC.
Well,
this year,
listen,
and
the
they're
Bucks
all
are
under
still going to
500.
the playoffs, man.
The NFC South is so garbage. The new
Watch out for the
NFC
Falcons. Watch out for the Falcons.
Did the
NFC
Falcons
South,
lose to? Dude, how is the NFC East alive with the wild card spots right now?
all of them.
All of them. It's literally Cowboys, Giants,
The NFC least, bro.
Washington.
are no more.
This is insane. This is literally insane.
It's a great 3-year comeback.
Taylor Heineke, man, has turned that franchise around.
Dude, I'm telling you though. The
You know what? But quickly, the Commanders got to be named Schmuck of the Week, though.
Oh, can I? Yeah.
I thought Joe
listen.
Forbes wasn't fucking.
No, not Joe. It was Joe Forbes because Joe Forbes. I don't know. Have you heard the?
Yeah,
Joe
I
Forbes
heard the story.
For those of you that don't know, our great friend here, Joe Forbes, who what is it? Bank Shots the show. Joe Forbes, new ADJ. Love the kid. Got a lot of potential, but he comes in for World Cup coverage. Was here from like 5 a.m. and leaves at like
Yeah, it was like
2
1
o'clock.
p.m., 2 p.m., something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. Joe Forbes goes to get on a bus over by Sprague Field, over by the Red Hawk deck, and ends up getting on a city bus and goes off campus and ends up over
He
by
ended
like
up by cars.
yeah, like
He ended up
it
in
was-
downtown Montclair by Bloomfield
It was
Avenue.
the funniest thing. I'm on the phone with Connor. He's like, I gotta go pick this kid up, and I'm like, what a schmuck. But then, we thought that was gonna be like a little funny one, like nothing serious, you know. But then, the worst franchise in terms of how they are run,
Might be the third Schmuck of the Week we've handed out to these guys.
definitely Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
And he's involved with this too because he runs the dumpster fire that is the Commanders. They try to honor a great player in Sean Taylor. And they say that he's getting a statue but in the stadium. And what do? They put a mannequin up. Not just a mannequin, a wire mannequin. With
Nike
basically
jersey.
what's supposed to be his uniform, but there was so much missing. Hey, you want to walk through the uniform
So they
real
had
quick?
a Nike jersey on the mannequin, Reebok pants, and Adidas soccer cleats on the mannequin.
Bums.
And there wasn't even a taped face mask, which was Sean Taylor's
Trademark.
Trademark. They didn't even put a taped face mask on the helmet.
I have a problem. You couldn't, dude. Do you know how much it costs to put like a bronze statue?
It's like $1 million probably.
No, not even, dude. I looked it up for when we were having like the Sam Mills discussion when we said that Montclair State should have put a statue up instead of the plaque, even though the plaque was pretty nice when I saw it. Because I saw other plaques around here that was pretty small. I thought it was just gonna be one of those. It is a nice plaque, but they still should have put up a statue. It's somewhere between like $10,000 and $13,000, I believe. Okay. Now, I'm just saying, Montclair State made a boatload of money off of parking fines. They could have put it for Sam Mills. You're telling me the Commanders, $1 billion industry, couldn't put up... They're supposedly going to be sold, if they are sold, for like $5.7 billion, not million, billion dollars. That's with a B. And you're telling me they can't put up a bronze statue of an iconic player who had a tragic incident happen to him that took him from this world? Are you kidding me? Yeah, way to honor the players. You can't even get the uniform right. You can't even get the trademark right. Absolute bums. Dan Snyder, get out of the league. Nobody wants you. All right? And it's just like, and quite honestly, the Commander's name is awful. It needed to be changed from the original thing. I'm with that. The football team was awful too. Can somebody please that's creative buy this team and give them a good identity?
But like the
Bums.
Sean Taylor thing, I saw it and all the pictures came out about it, and I was just like, you had all this time to prepare. 'Cause I think they announced the statue for last year, and when they showed it this year, was it yesterday, and I was like, that you had 1 year to do that, and that's what you came up with.
They just can't get it right.
They can't get it
They
right.
can't get anything right. They just want to. That is the slacker franchise. They want to cut corners at any chance that they get, and I'm so sick of them. The fact that I can't stand them worse than the Giants is just mind-boggling right now. All right, because they're never even a thought for me. Half the time, like when I go into the season, it's like, oh, I don't care if we beat the Commanders because I really don't know that many Commanders fans, so I don't have to hear it. But I do know a lot of Giants fans, and if the boys lose, I got to deal with it for the rest of the day, you know? So it's just like, it is what it is. Anyway, moving forward, fellas, let's get to these pick'ems.
Connor, what was the score last
I'm
week?
gonna tally it up right now.
All right, so
So-
while he's doing that,
Yeah.
Ant, you got a dog of the week?
Dog of the week this week. I don't know who it really is.
You're not prepared.
I was not prepared for dog of the week this week. I wasn't really.
Congratulations, you're a schmuck, but you're not the schmuck of the week. But you
Not
would have
the
got it.
schmuck of the week. Yeah, I wasn't really prepared for a dog of the week this week. I mean, I think personally South Carolina, college football,
Okay,
might have to take it.
okay.
Beating 2 top 10 teams 2 weeks in a row, Tennessee last week, and then going in and beating.
Tennessee, who doesn't have their starting quarterback?
No, they had him last week.
I thought he was out for the season.
Yeah, but he got hurt
Went
in the game.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
No, but they still won by 30 points against Tennessee with
Wow.
him. And then I think this week they beat another top 10 team,
They beat Clemson.
Clemson,
So
in
that's
the South Carolina rivalry game.
hey, listen, the
Spencer Rattler, bro.
Gamecocks are out here. All right.
Yeah. Dude, Spencer Rattler, remember when he was supposed to be the number 1 pick last year with Oklahoma? And they got benched for Caleb Williams?
Yep.
Dude transferred to South Carolina, and now they're a top 25 team.
Hey, you know what?
Well,
Transferring works. You look at transferring save hurts his career. Going to Oklahoma, he balled out because they were rocking with Tua. They didn't want him no more. All right.
I hate the mentality from people like, oh, you're benched, but you have a chance to start somewhere else. You have to ride out and earn your spot. Like, dude,
No.
if you have an opportunity to
start.
go play somewhere and increase your draft capital,
Imagine.
don't do that.
That's like telling. For instance, let's see who. Jalen Brunson, right? Let's say Jalen Brunson wasn't going to get the time with Dallas, which he would have. All right, but the Knicks wanted to make him their starting point guard. All right, the focal point of their team. Not being second fiddle to anybody, basically be the first option. You're telling me he should have just stayed on the bench and should have just been happy? No, dude, this is a business. Even down at college, we've already seen college players getting paid. You got to go where it's going to give you the best shot to get the bag, all right, and to further your career. That's just like telling a guy, oh, you're working as a reporter at ESPN, and you're only making $50,000 a year, but this other company wants to give you $70,000 a year and give you a bigger time slot. You're not going to do it?
Yeah, Joe Burrow was a bench player on Ohio State for 3
Yeah,
seasons.
absolutely.
And didn't play at all.
Yeah, like Mac Jones was benched, but he didn't transfer. Like, there are guys who are, like, they're on the bench that sit there. Why do you want to waste your career just sitting behind somebody?
Cam Newton.
I think it depends what situation you're in. Like, let's say you're like playing for Alabama, right? You're the backup running back to somebody that's leaving their senior year. That's a situation where I would stay personally.
Yeah.
Just
No.
because-
But
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying
that's fine.
If
But
you're
we're
a
talk-
if you're a sophomore or junior and you're like 6 or 7 on the depth chart,
Oh no,
yeah, get
No,
out
you
of
gotta
there.
get it.
But especially if I'm
Jalen
a
Hurts,
junior.
senior year, wasn't going to be starting. Had a chance to go to Oklahoma and do it. Why would you not do that?
Exactly. I
And
would say
now
if
look
you're-
where he is.
I also think another honorable mention for dog of the week is probably Michigan as well for taking out Ohio State. In Ohio State for the first time since 2000.
Sheesh.
Ohio
College
State.
football balling out, huh? Fellas, I can't even lie to
It was
you.
rivalry week, bro.
I can't even lie to you. I have not watched an ounce of college football this year since the first Miami game.
I watched the third one where they lost to Texas A&M. Then when they lost to Middle Tennessee, I was like, no more.
Yeah.
Miami lost to Texas A&M. Come on.
Yeah.
Texas A&M's been trash this year.
Middle Tennessee, anybody?
Yeah.
Because that happened too.
I have the pick'ems. I have
Alright.
the results.
Alright.
Get it
We
in.
all did great this week, actually, as a group.
Okay.
First place with 12 correct games. You two.
Bing bong. Let's go.
go.
You already know what it is. We
You
out
have
here.
113.
Oof.
You're now in first.
I'm now in first, and Ben's still in last.
And you're in third. Ben got second with 11 picks. He's the last 104. And I got last with 10 picks. So that's for that to be last, that's a pretty good week.
So wait, you're in second with how many?
So 113 to
Mazz.
Mazz.
112.
I have 112.
Ooh.
So I'm one behind you.
Yep.
You have 107 in third, and Ben has 104.
Watch me keep this lead by just choosing whatever Connor chooses.
You say that every week.
So-
you never do.
No. I said I needed to gain some ground on Connor if I wanted to get into first, but I said I can't fall out of first if I'm just rocking with Connor because
How
I'm not
many-
that far behind.
How many points did Khalil get in 2 weeks ago when he was picking with us?
I have to go roll through the episode on that one. I didn't
even
track.
calculate?
I
He
didn't track
picked the
it yet.
tie between Denver and Las Vegas,
When they went to overtime.
and they went to overtime.
That was ridiculous. That was impressive, my friend.
So I have all the games here. I'm gonna roll through it.
Wait, who's playing Monday? The
Monday
Steelers
we have
Colts.
the Steelers Colts game. That's you can get a point there because you have the Colts. So
I took Jeff Saturday and the boys.
Took Jeff Saturday and the boys.
So
the
you
rest of
could
the
win the week, but you can't win the overall for this week.
No.
He could win the overall. Oh no, the
No,
overall.
the overall can win it, but he can win the week.
But it would give him a breathing room from Ben, unless Ben gets one more on him. In that case, he's only two.
What is the spread between him and Ben right now?
3.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
But if I win tonight, I get 4.
Yeah,
This
it could
is
be
getting
it could be either 4 or
spicy.
2.
But
So-
then if I win, then what? So Ben's what, 6 out from you?
Ben is 8 out from me.
Which means he's 9 out from me.
Yes.
Poor
Let's
Ben.
go.
So first game, Bills Lions. The Lions almost had it there. Like they almost actually had it there, but the Bills pulled through because
Lions-
Stephon Diggs was wide open at the end of the game.
My
I'm
dad
not
was
gonna lie,
my
though,
da-
the-
Papa Mazz was losing. He's like, Diggs ain't doing nothing. You're supposed to be the number 1. Where are you? And then all of a sudden came alive, and he was just like, "That's right. That's what I'm talking
And then Tyler
about."
Bass with the game winner at the buzzer.
You already know what it is.
I was hoping the Lions could have won that game because
Didn't the Lions low-key get a little cheated with the refs? A little
I didn't watch the game, to be honest with you.
I think
I was just popping in and out with my pops losing his mind.
they could have won that game if they just took more time off the clock. Maybe I don't know, sent it to overtime at that point. But we all took the Bills as per usual because they're a great team. Second game, we all took the Cowboys over the G-men, and that worked out very well. It looked like the Giants had the control early on, right?
Yes.
Roll through that game.
So essentially, Khalil, you watched the game, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I saw Dak struggling a little bit.
in the first quarter.
You know, the one interception, I believe Dak threw 2 interceptions. The one wasn't his fault; it got bobbled. But the one was absolutely his fault. I don't know, man. They looked like they were just having a hard time establishing the defense, keeping them in the game. What else is new? But then they found the rhythm, and then they get the job done. What did you think, Khalil?
I think Michael Gallup had
Yo,
a pretty big part in that game.
You saw those catches?
CeeDee Lamb, I mean, everybody came up great in that second half. I think, the defense, I would have liked more from them,
Do
personally.
you think those were good throws from Dak for those Gallup catches? Because he did put him in a chance where only Gallup could catch it, but he really had to jump up there for him,
Right. I think with Gallup, you want to throw it high
Yep.
just because of how lengthy he is.
Uh-huh.
What a word.
And he's lengthy and he's got hops. He's an
Yeah,
athlete, man, and he finds the spaces. Like he is
All right, but
looking good.
I do gotta say, Darius Slayton had a remarkable catch in the second quarter in that game.
Oh, that was
Where he-
ridiculous, dude. He
he-
mossed him.
yeah.
He mossed him.
Just literally went over the top and just took it out of the guy's hands. It
Who's
was
that,
so-
Brown that got
Anthony
mossed?
Brown has
Yeah,
been so frustrating.
bum.
But Dallas scored 21 straight points to win the game.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
They-
the Giants scored in the last 8 seconds. I remember, that. And they had an outside kick. They scored a garbage time touchdown.
Well, that is quite lovely. So it
And
was
then,
closer than people thought.
Then the last game, Thanksgiving, was Pats Vikings. I was watching that game with my dad. And,
So Ben tried to roll Pats, but primetime Kirk won a game.
yeah,
He did
it. Give me a crowd clap.
Yeah. Can you hit us with Papa Cafone's thoughts of that if you know him? You said you were watching it
Oh,
with him.
yeah.
How was he doing?
Listen, he has an issue right now with the offensive play calling with the Vikings.
Okay.
Because it'll be 3rd and 8, and they'll throw a running back screen, and he'll just lose it. And I'll be like, Dad, they're in their own 15. They gotta punt, and make us around. They can't just always try to chuck it into coverage when it's 3rd and 8 and their own 15.
When you got Justin Jefferson, why not?
Yeah.
So-
Jefferson's been amazing these last few weeks. Just amazing.
Might be number one.
Did the Pats get cheated on that one call in the end zone, the non-catch with Hunter Henry?
Debatable.
Yes.
Very
You
debatable.
think it was
I
cheated?
totally say yes.
Yeah.
There was a thing I saw on Twitter of Travis Kelce when they played the Colts.
Yeah, it was less of
And
a catch than
yeah,
his
it was
was.
such it was completely.
And
a
the
catch.
NFL's got to figure out what a catch is.
Yeah.
It's been.
Dez caught the ball in Green Bay.
All right,
Dez
Thanks, Cowboys fan.
Caught the ball.
Thanks, Cowboys fan. We already heard from the Cowboys.
In Green Bay. That's all I'm saying.
But
So yeah, I got this. Ben chose the Pats, and honestly, they were looking good, but he loses out on that one. We all rolled with the Vikings. Next game, and that was the funniest game I've seen beforehand. Pre-game, Jets Bears. Right. First of all, Zach Wilson's benched.
Mike White.
Dude, the Mike White chants were unbearable. And this is exactly what's going to happen. Mike White balled. I said this. right as
It's
like
gonna be like
before the
Tebow.
game.
The Tebow.
I was
Yeah.
saying this. Mike White is going to ball out this game because it's the Bears. Justin Fields isn't playing, and they traded the 2 best defensive players. All right? There's no one really there right now.
With the Bears team before the game, Trevor Siemian gets hurt in the warm-up, so this is what we're getting reported. Nathan Peterman is going to start. So
Yep.
we're about to watch Mike White and Nathan Peterman. This is going to be great. But then Siemian ends up playing,
Yep.
and the Bears end up getting destroyed.
And now this is what's going to happen. The Jets are going to go on. They're going to be riding this. The Mike White chants are going to be coming in. They're going to play a legitimate team, and they're going to get smacked. All right?
Yep, Vikings next week.
Yeah, exactly my point. Thank you.
So we all took the Jets. Next game, Bengals Titans. So the Bengals pulled it out.
Yeah, they did.
Mazz and Ben both had the Bengals.
Let's get it.
Ant and I had Titans.
I don't trust the Titans, bro. Why would you?
Fair. I thought they could have it because it was at home, and maybe the Bengals.
And also, the Bengals' run defense has been bad this year.
But they won a close game.
And they won it without Jamar Chase, who will be back, I heard, this
Next week, yeah.
next week.
Next game after that, Broncos Panthers. For some reason I thought Russ was gonna find it, but Sam Darnold ended up finding it.
Carson Wentz still has more passing touchdowns than
Then-
Russell Wilson
yeah,
this
Yeah,
year.
that's
So
insane.
bad.
So Sam Darnold,
Who took that game?
I took the Broncos. You guys had the Panthers.
Come
all
on,
Yeah,
of
let's
you.
go.
dog.
Come on, bro.
Dude, I
Get
didn't
at
know.
me.
I
Come on.
tried
You
something
didn't
there. It didn't
know.
work.
You
I
didn't
did
know.
not work. I guess Sam Darnold is the new starter. So
They don't know.
next game, Bucks. I believe they played. Who did they play?
Wait, hold on.
Browns.
How many quarterbacks have the Panthers played this year? 4?
PJ, Darnold, Baker. Who else?
I think that's it.
Okay,
I believe that's it. It's 3.
The Bucks ended up playing who?
The
The Browns.
Browns.
We all took the Bucks because we didn't know they were this bad.
Dude,
And then
this is just ridiculous.
Jacoby Brissett gets a send-off game because he's not playing no more.
Yeah.
It's Deshaun time.
Is it just me? Like, Brady doesn't like to hand off the ball anymore.
Nope.
He
Like-
drops back 50 times a game.
Dude,
Yeah, like-
he's been averaging over 40 dropbacks every game that we watch, dude. Like, I swear, if you go back and look at, like, the Bucks this entire season, Brady drops back at least 40 times a game.
You can't drop back 40 times on a defensive line that has Myles Garrett.
He's dropping back as many times as his age. This is ridiculous.
Like
It's a
the
problem.
Browns are predicated on their good pass defense. Like they had Denzel Ward, John Johnson, the back half, and then you have Myles Garrett pass rushing. Like you are not going to get much time to throw, and the corners are really good. So why were you passing that many times?
I mean,
against
Chris
the Browns?
Godwin did have a game. I'll give him that. Chris Godwin had himself a day.
Congratulations. He'll be out next week.
But I think Rashad White should have
Yeah.
been a huge factor in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, he started off with like a 44-yard run,
Yeah,
and then after that, wasn't used.
I gotta say props to Nick Chubb.
They used
Yeah,
him in the
Mitchell.
reception
Props
game.
to
dude. He had
Amari
9
Cooper.
receptions.
Props to Amari Cooper for their defense in overtime was great. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
Browns
Well, dude,
defense,
Dude,
Chubb-
was
imagine
good,
when the Browns get Deshaun back.
which is coming next week against
I
the
know.
Texans, nonetheless.
Ah, dude.
I'm
Dude, Chubb
excited.
26
What a
carries,
game to
160
get
yards.
acclimated back into. Like, not only is it like, oh, the old team and like all like the
The
stuff
NFL
going
knew what
on
they were
there.
doing with that
No,
suspension.
of course,
for
yeah, of
sure,
course.
100%.
It gets a lot of money. That's gonna bring a lot of money.
And
in
not
there.
only that, dude, it's like it's a nice warm up game for him.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
because of the worst team in the league.
Yeah, this is.
Game after that, Falcons Commanders. Mazz tried to roll Falcons again. It doesn't pay off. The Commanders are 7-5. They
tried.
win a close one there. This Falcons team Marcus does not have the power to lead the offense.
Yep.
And the Commanders are just winning games really close like this. You know what I mean?
Heineke.
Because
is the
Taylor
guy.
Heineke. And the next game, my favorite one on this whole thing, Ravens Jags.
Why is he your
Just
favorite
because
one?
of the simple fact of his
His
someone,
formula. His formula.
Finally paid off. Finally.
So this Jags team, they win a game. So I guess the formula didn't pay off, but at least you get to pick them.
I got the pick. That you know what?
You get to pick 'em.
That takes the sting out of the loss. That's why I go for it. That's why I do it. I do it because.
But
even
now
when
it's
the-
over.
Now it's over.
It
Now
was
I-
a nice run.
It was a nice run that I was doing. They were losing every game, but I know what. The Ravens, they just need to figure it out. They got to figure out their identity again. Lamar is playing a little too recklessly, I think. And you saw him after the game. He tweeted at a fan.
Dude, that was ridiculous.
Oh, man.
I loved every second of it. Can't wait to see the fine, though. Because you know it's coming. But listen, we can't even say what he said, but
Yeah.
I'm with them. Get at him, dude. You want to talk? You want to talk? I get that he's a player, but you know what?
But
I have no problem. I
Do
think-
that after you get paid.
No, I'm fine with
Do
it.
that after you get
Fine
paid.
with- Talk your talk, man. I'm about it. I mean, if you're gonna tweet at him, you're gonna be talking all this smack. You know what? He took time out of his day and felt that deemed a response. He didn't even say anything that crazy to me. It is what it is. Now, was it appropriate for the NFL? Absolutely not. Would you want your kids to see that tweet? Probably not. But you know what? He's a grown man and he stands by it, and I respect it.
Next game on the list here, Dolphins Texans. My goodness, the first half
What else did you expect?
it was
Connor?
30. I didn't expect 30-0.
Are you kidding me?
30-0.
The Texans.
Who are they stopping on your? Who's stopping Tyreek Hill? Who's stopping Waddle?
I don't know.
Who got picked the third overall? That cornerback from LSU.
Stingley was out actually.
Yeah.
Stingley was out.
Yeah.
No, but like Tua played 2.5 quarters only. They just completely pulled the team after that. Chargers Cardinals. What a call by Brandon
Go
Staley
for 2.
to go for 2 and win the
Well,
game.
the Jags did that too in the Ravens game as well.
Exactly. Gutsy calls. No one
I
wants to go to
definitely
overtime.
took
Cardinals are
Cardinals
done,
on
bro.
that
No,
day.
we all took the Chargers.
We all took the Chargers.
Yeah.
Cardinals are done, bro.
Dude, I can't. I swear, I make my picks and I completely just like lose my train of thought, and I have no clue who I picked. So this is always nice. I'm like, oh, I did pick them, and I
Nah,
was
'cause
right. Let's go.
I had no faith in the Cardinals to stop Austin Eckler at all.
Yeah.
They had no chance.
I-
And Keenan Allen scored too. First touchdown of the year for Keenan Allen.
Love that. One thing I completely forgot with that Bucks-Browns game was that Njoku catch on 4th down.
Oh my God, that was insane,
I completely
bro.
forgot about that.
I watched that live.
Me too. I was like, 4th and 10. Jacoby Brissett gets his moment.
Fellas, we still gotta get to the NBA. Can we speed
That's
this up
fair.
a little bit?
Yeah.
Next game, Raiders Seahawks. You rolled Raiders and it came through. Josh
Dude,
Jacobs pulled through and got
It
you that
had
one.
to happen. It had to happen. The Seahawks are frauds. I'm saying that right now. All right. I'm not saying the Raiders are doing
Their
anything
offense
else.
is still fire.
That's what I don't care. They're still frauds. I don't care. And the Raiders had to get it through. There's too
Josh
much
Jacobs,
talent on
man.
that team for them not to be winning a game against
Kenneth
the Seahawks.
Walker though.
Josh Jacobs, though.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs went
Yeah, I
crazy.
think-
Kenneth Walker though, offensive rookie of the year.
Josh Jacobs
possible.
might be the most violent runner I've seen in a while, dude. That guy just
229
runs
yards on the ground.
ridiculous. And it's like, dude, he's not even as big. Like, he's nowhere as big as Derrick
Derrick
Henry. But he just, if there's a chance to go through somebody or juke him out, he wants to go through him, and I love it.
Next 3 games I just rolled through because it's clean sweeps. Chiefs, Niners, Eagles. We all talked about the Eagles. The Niners, they beat the Saints. My dad was like, the offense only scored 13 points though. And the Chiefs took care of business against, I believe it was the Rams. Because the Rams look bad.
The Rams had a backup quarterback in too.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he was.
Stafford's out. So tonight, Steelers, Colts. We'll see if Ant gets a point. Let's roll into this week's pick'ems. I have Ben's answers
Time out. Before we get to that,
before we get to that.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
What?
222 yards, 1 touchdown, 26-37. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh,
Not as bad as I
he
thought it
does.
was going to be. I was ready to just rip. Dude, first off, bro, before we run into this, I'm sorry, guy. I know I'm just
Yeah.
the one who just said speed it up. I'll be quick. I promise. Dude, this kid I went to high school with puts out I don't know, I forget if it was like Twitter or Facebook. I forget where it was, but this schmuck puts out there and it's like, oh, the Saints are just awful. Why would you sign Cam Newton? Because there was that fake thing that Cam Newton that was getting signed that was clearly on the NFL memes page that was going on, and they just absolutely got this schmuck. But seriously though, go sign Cam Newton and maybe you'll actually win a game because Andy Dalton ain't it.
No, when they bring in Taysom Hill and those gadget plays, it's just terrible.
Yeah, and Andy
It's so
Dalton's not good.
predictable. All right, week 13.
Sign Cam
Thursday
Newton.
night, first game is Bills-Pats.
Ooh, that's
So-
actually tough.
I'm rolling with the Bills. Ben's rolling with the Bills. How about you guys?
Bills,
Honestly,
Pats, I'm
it's,
rolling with the
it's
Bills.
in New England.
Rolling with the Bills.
Josh Allen has not looked great these last few weeks.
That's okay.
I'm gonna be frank with y'all.
Take
And
a swing game.
I think Belichick is going to scheme really well for him. And that defense with Judon, I think the Patriots shut down this Bills offense. And then Mac Jones just does just enough. I take the Pats.
Yeah,
He's got the Pats.
I'm
Khalil?
taking the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs owns that franchise. Yeah, I'm taking the Bills.
He's
Oh,
not
they
wrong.
got what's his name? Jones.
I'm not worried about Jones.
Dude,
Especially
he's
with
been locking up this year.
Next
Justin
game.
Jefferson? What happened with him and Jefferson last
But Jefferson's better than Diggs.
Next game here.
Yeah.
Quite an easy one. It's Steelers-Falcons, actually.
That's
So-
a hard game. What do you mean an easy one?
No, I meant like 2 teams that aren't so great. Steelers-Falcons, depending on tonight's game against the Colts, I guess it will make a difference, but I'm going to roll with Marcus. I'm rolling with Marcus here.
I don't know. Short week for both teams. Oh no, not a short week.
Ben's
I'm-
rolling with Marcus Mariota and the Falcons as well.
Dude, can you
Yeah, give me the
pass it?
Falcons. Give me the Falcons. I think they'll be all right.
I like the Falcons better, but I think it's going to be a close one. Still rocking with the Dirty Birds.
All right, so we're
got
all
Pittsburgh.
going to roll.
Oh,
And
okay.
you hit Khalil?
I got I got Pittsburgh.
He's got
Right.
Pittsburgh.
He's rocking with Pittsburgh.
TJ Watt's gonna be too much, man. I like
That's
it.
a fair
Okay.
point.
It's a
fair.
great matchup for Najee Harris too.
All right.
So
Bronx.
Packers.
Oh, you went with that one?
No, go. What you doing?
No, Packers. Broncos, Ravens.
Oh.
All right, my streak is over. Give me Baltimore.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
there it is. I'm rocking with Baltimore.
Me
too.
too, as well.
It's not even a question.
And I'm
Denver is
assuming
just
Ben
awful.
is rocking
Come
with
on,
Baltimore.
I hope
If there's
this is the Broncos.
any team that can get me out of doing that, it's the
Broncos.
Broncos, bro.
Yeah.
The way they've looked.
Yeah, so that's that one. Bears, Packers, Green Bay for me. Green
Justin
Bay
Fields
for
back.
me.
That's the question.
Man, listen, man. Aaron
Most
Rodgers owns the Packers in
Is
my
he
eyes.
even playing? Is my question. It might be Love.
That's true.
But you know what? I liked what I saw with Love against the Eagles. So give me the Packers.
I'll take
And
Green Bay.
I think Eddie Jackson's out too for the Bears.
Ben rolling with the Packers.
I'm gonna say Pack too.
Everyone.
This is gonna be the least eventful week in terms of who we're going with.
Next game, Jags, Lions.
Give me the Jags.
No, give
Give
me
me
the
the
Lions.
Jags.
Give me the.
And
give me
here
the
we
Lions.
go.
Whoa!
Give me the Lions.
Where were you going with that?
Nah, I stopped. Give me the Lions.
All right, so let me just put this.
Khalil,
Are they in Detroit?
They are in
Yeah.
Detroit.
give me the
Yeah,
Jaguars.
give me Detroit.
Listen, they said that they love Doug Peterson, and they would do anything for him.
But they're gonna lose this game. so
No,
it's-
they're not.
The Lions
No,
are
they're not.
2-1 their last 3 games,
That's okay.
and they almost beat the Bills. Come on,
The Bills, who've not been that great.
and you just picked them, and you said they were the best team in football.
I didn't say they were the best team in football.
So
Said
Ma-
they were in the beginning of the
Give me the
season.
Lions.
give me the Lions too, man. I
Where's Ben
think this
say?
is their chance. They're at home. They have a great offense. Ben is also rolling with the Lions. So Mazz,
I would have felt so
you got
much
the
better
Jags
if I
Island.
had at least one person with me.
You got the Jags Island.
That's
This is your
right.
chance to
I want
lose
it.
back out of the number 1 spot
I want
for
it.
the week,
I want it.
or either take a huge lead. Next game here on the list, according to CBS Sports, we have the Deshaun Watson revenge game, Cleveland versus Houston.
Yeah, it's gotta be Cleveland.
It's got to be Cleveland.
Even though he's a little rusty, Texans just are terrible.
Yeah, we're gonna all roll with the Browns. They just beat the Bucks, and now they have the worst team in the league, playing for the first overall pick.
Yep.
Jets, Vikings. This is where 1 p.m. Kirk has my heart.
Yeah,
So
dude. The
Even
Vikings
if
are
he
home.
wasn't, it could have been prime time Kirk. I'm still taking the Vikings.
Dude, the matchup in that game, Justin Jefferson versus Sauce.
That's
I
going
mean,
to be
Jefferson-
interesting.
matchup.
That's
a
gonna be a
matchup.
great matchup, bro. I
Jefferson
can't
will
wait.
take him.
I'm
Do
telling
you
you
think
right
Jefferson's gonna cook Sauce?
that's a 3-year vet versus rookie. Jefferson's got him.
But dude, he's
what he did
locked down
against
everyone
Diggs.
else.
now, I don't know.
He locked
dude,
up Diggs. He locked up Mark Andrews. He's
I'm gonna-
locked up
I'm gonna
pretty
take
good
Sauce.
players.
I'm gonna take Sauce.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
has
All right,
Sauce-
Jets?
so what do we mean by so Justin Jefferson over or under 100 yards?
Under.
yeah, under. I'm gonna
That's
say under.
interesting.
Under.
Okay.
I'm gonna say under. But I think the Vikings win.
I'm
Yeah,
with you.
Vikings win. So are we all rolling Vikings here?
Yes.
Vikings
So
win.
is Ben. Next game on the 1 p.m. slate, Giants Commanders. Now that
It's going
is
to be a game,
difficult.
and give me the Commanders.
Giants Commanders.
Give me
Nah,
the
Giants.
Commanders.
Give me the G-men. Give me the
It's
G-men.
at MetLife.
Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, give me the
This is
Giants.
hard, man. So,
Nah, give me the
so
G-men.
Ben's rolling with the Commanders as well. I think I might roll with the Commanders as well, considering they're just beating
So this
better
is
teams
technically
right
my
now.
swing game.
This is
Yes.
your
I'm
swing
taking.
game.
I got 2 swing games. I'm taking the Giants. I think right now.
Ben is
it-
going
it's-
to gain on you this week. I can't wait.
What, the Patriots and the Giants pick?
Yeah.
So Ant
Nah,
is
what if I
rolling.
win
you're
both
the
those
swing
games?
game. You're the swing game.
I know, but what if I win both those swing games? Then I gain ground on Ben.
That's right.
No, it's not happening.
You're
not that level.
I think the G-men are
Don't
winning.
be bold. Don't be too
Both
bold.
teams, I believe. Okay, the Giants are 7-4, but the Commanders are 7-5, and the Giants have lost their last couple games. You know what I mean? While the Commanders have won 3 straight, including a win against the Eagles, so they're hot right now. Next game, Eagles Titans. I'm rolling with the Eagles.
Eagles. Yep.
Definitely got to be the Eagles. Not even a question.
That's not even a question.
Stop it. You're thinking about this,
This
Khalil?
is such a weird game, man.
You think it's a trap game for the Eagles?
I feel like it is.
We
but
always say it's a trap game, and
I'm
there's
gonna go
only
with the
been one.
Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. They're too hot right now. I
Yeah.
can't.
Give me
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Can't deny it.
So now, 4 p.m. slate, NFC West matchup here. We got the Seahawks and the Rams.
Oh,
Give me the Seahawks.
so
And
bad.
Matt
Is Cup
Stafford's still out. Your Cup and
Yeah.
Stafford are both out.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks.
So
Kenneth
yeah.
Walker's gonna run all
Seattle
over.
also being taken by Ben. I think we're all gonna roll with the Hawks here because this Rams team looks just bad.
Yes.
They're one of the worst teams
so
in the league.
bad.
My personal game of the week:
Niners, Dolphins.
Niners Dolphins.
Give
man.
me the Niners.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Niners.
Yeah, I'm
the
taking
Niners.
Niners East.
Are they
I'm
in-
taking Niners East.
Are they in Miami?
No,
It's
they're
in San
they're
Francisco.
Yeah, give me San
No,
Francisco.
dude, Christian McCaffrey against
So
that
you're
defense.
taking the Dolphins?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Ben's
that-
also rolling with them too.
Connor, that offense for the 49ers stacks so well against the Dolphins defense. And the Niners have a more complete team right now. I'm
Well,
taking the Niners.
Niners.
agree.
I'm taking Niners East, man. Mike McDaniel
So, is that
knows
your
that
swing
team.
game?
No, Ben and I rolling with the Dolphins here.
Oh, dude,
So-
I'm gonna gain so much.
Come on,
ground.
fellas.
I'm
All right.
gonna gain so much ground.
So next game here on the 4 p.m. slate, Chiefs-Bengals AFC Championship game rematch.
With Jamar back.
With Jamar back.
Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs
This is
too,
tough.
man.
I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Give me the Bengals. Chiefs got to lose at some point again. Yeah, give me Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna say Kansas City.
Ben?
Ben also has Kansas City. So do all four of us have Kansas City?
Yep.
And Khalil
Yes.
is rocking with the Bengals.
Yes.
So Chiefs for everyone. Next game, last one on the 4 p.m. slate, Raiders-Chargers.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
Chargers have not looked great.
I'm still gonna roll with them though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Chargers.
Give me
Keenan
the.
Allen's back, man. He's been playing well that last week.
I don't know. I want to do it
I
so
wanna
bad.
do it too.
I'm doing it. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah.
Ben's
the
got the
Raiders.
Chargers. So swing game here for Mazz.
That's a fantastic matchup for Josh Jacobs too.
That's true.
That's
James
true.
Conner just had 120
But also, it's a
yards against
fantastic
them.
match for Eckler.
8-20 game. Dem boys versus the Colts.
Which should have been flexed, honestly.
Should have honestly been flexed.
So we're gonna roll with the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
here.
Cowboys are gonna roll.
Cowboys.
And Monday night, the last one, it is Saints Bucks.
Why are all these teams?
Give
in
me the
prime
Bucks.
Time, bro? All these
Just
bad
give me the
teams
Bucks.
are in prime time.
I don't even want to talk about this. Give me the Bucks.
But it's not as close.
The Saints usually have their number though.
That's all right. You think Andy Dalton's gonna be able to get the job done? Thank you.
What if
Next.
they- what if they bring in
Kamara's
Jameis
been
Winston?
bad this year.
Stop it.
Kamara's been bad this year.
He's been really bad.
The game's in Tampa. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, Tampa. Yeah.
And come on, go ahead, take the
Bucks.
Saints.
All right, Bucks.
So everyone's rolling with the Bucks.
Yes.
Including Ben. That's the pick'ems for the week, right there. We'll see how this Monday night game goes through.
All right, let's switch gears here because we kind of went a little over, a
Yeah.
lot over. We're supposed to cut it off at 30. We went 18 minutes over. That's us though. Let's be honest, fellas. Big news in NBA. I was just talking about the man. I wanted the Lakers to sign him. He ain't signing with the Lakers. Kemba Walker is back, and the Dallas Mavericks will be picking him up from
I
what I've
saw
been
that.
hearing.
Oh, that's big. I didn't
that's
hear about
big.
that.
Kemba to the Mavs.
Kemba to the Mavs is what I'm
So
hearing.
it'll be the sixth man then.
Yeah.
He's
You-
32
you moved
now,
Dinwiddie-
so we'll see what he's got
you
left.
moved Dinwiddie to 2, and then you put Kemba off the bench.
Yes.
That's a great spark off the bench. They kind of need that.
You can even put him at the starting. You can even start him.
Nah, because he's a
I
point
wouldn't
guard.
start him,
He's
no.
a
That's
point
right.
guard.
That's right. You can have him with Luca. Why not?
Nah.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
don't.
It's Kemba.
I don't
That's
want
cardiac
Luka playing
Kemba.
off ball though.
Cardiac.
That's all right. I feel
No, you
that.
can't have Luka play off ball.
I want to see Kemba come back, and I want to see him come
Like,
back so well.
Kemba's a very ball dominant guard.
Very.
So he's got to play on a different rotation than Luka.
Yeah. Other news I noticed. How do you feel about that Pat Bev situation right there?
Dude, 2 games.
3, right? Was it 3?
3 games for a shove. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, dude. DeAndre Ayton, who was he staring down?
Reeves, yeah.
Yeah, come on, dude. If you're you're starting center and you're staring down a kid who barely come on, bro. Like if you're gonna stare somebody down, let it be Anthony Davis. Let it be LeBron
He's
James.
back today, right?
What's up?
80's back today
Yeah, I think he is.
against the Pacers.
I didn't even know he
Oh,
was
he's
out.
back. Okay.
He was out for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he's been dominant. They're not winning, but he's been dominant.
well, I think he was out for the back-to-back against San Antonio because he played the first one and then he. Didn't
I don't
play
know.
the second
Listen,
one.
the Lakers are I think 5-1 or 6-1 in their last
I'll go check it out.
7 games, something like
yeah,
that.
I think they lost to the Suns.
Phoenix, yeah, but they
I
won.
mean, you beat the Spurs 3 times.
The Lakers are 5-5 in their last 10 as a whole. So they've won.
But you beat the Pistons and the Spurs 3 times.
They've won 5 of their last 6. Won 5 of their
I
last
didn't
6.
say they were good wins. I just said that they're winning. All right. I didn't say they were good wins. They're still not doing nothing. They still need a lot of improvement. But
Yeah,
I'll tell
By
you
the
right
way,
now,
the
Lonnie
Spurs
Walker.
the Spurs have really cold hawk.
Oh no, they're
That
so
Lonnie
bad.
my Lonnie Walker take of him being the next Jimmy Butler is not looking that good, but it's looking better than it was the last couple of years. All right, the kid's averaging 18 points. See what happens when he
had
gets
a great
some.
game against San Antonio a few nights ago.
See what happens when you give him minutes.
Phoenix is on a roll. They've won 4 straight games. They're still at the top of the West. Looks like they're having a bounce back season.
I don't know, dude.
I mean,
Do you trust them come playoffs?
oh yeah. I mean, listen,
do?
they went to the finals a couple years ago. I
They
trust
choked.
them come playoffs.
Nah.
Yeah, it happens, but
I think they're soft. I think it's a soft squad.
It's a very soft.
You're out
squad.
here. You're out here. You're starting center staring down Austin Reeves. And you know what, Pat Bev? I appreciate you for that. I think that was the most ridiculous suspension ever. 3 games for a shove. He didn't even swing on him. Are you kidding me?
It's crazy.
I hear what you're saying.
Getting soft.
But I think DeAndre Ayton's very soft.
As the league
Sharman.
as the league stacks up right now in the East, Boston still reigns supreme. They're the best offense. I think they can't miss.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
They're shooting
13
40 from
in the
three
Jason
as a
Tatum's
team.
in the MVP conversation.
They're shooting 40% from three as a team. Not like one guy. That's incredible. They're 16 and
for
4.
the guys you see on the roster, like you don't expect most of these guys coming in this year to be great 3-point shooters.
Grant Williams.
Especially Horford, right? I feel like he's really been consistent from three as of late. And
They're 9 and 1 right now in their last 10. They play the Heat tomorrow, which please, I just give me something. Like they're rolling. The Bucks are still second. They're holding on. The Cavs are third, which was the same, but this Pacers team has ballooned all the way up to fourth in the East. They've won 7 of
nope,
3.
They're 8 right now.
The Pacers?
They're 8.
What?
They fell.
Okay, we got to be looking at something different, because I'm looking at them right now. Okay, what?
Yeah.
That's old. Look at the records on that.
The record. Oh, when was this from?
Yeah,
I don't know why is that something.
that's something old there. Because the Pacers are 11 and 8. They're fourth right now. The Hawks are 11 and 9. They lost the other day to the Heat. So that backcourt still rolls.
Why was it like that? I don't know.
Sixers are 11 and 9. Not too much separating the top of the pack here. There's only 2 games separating 4 from 10 in the East. All those teams are really
I was
close.
saying this the other day. East is kind of trash right now.
I mean, I'll give it to the credit. They have 7. I mean, yeah, you're right. They're not too many superstar teams. 3 teams jump out at you at the top.
Celtics, Bucks, Cavs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the Pacers being
I like
fourth.
the Cavs, but I don't think they're on the level of Celtics and Bucks.
Oh no, Boston's on another level right now.
I
And
think Boston's going to cruise the Eastern Conference title this
for
year.
sure. Yeah.
In the West is kind of all much the same though. The 4th place Pelicans are also 11 and 8. You know what I mean?
Dude, when they have CJ, Zion, and Brandon Ingram all at the same time, that is some serious firepower.
And Memphis.
But
moved
I'm
back
telling
up
you
to
right
3.
now, this is gonna sound crazy. CJ is more important being in that lineup with one of them than the other 2 are together, because they have no flow, no really like.
Something about Brandon Ingram with that team has been so weird lately.
Dude, he's
Like,
streaky.
he's streaky.
But I'm telling you, dude, CJ, like I give me CJ and Zion or CJ and Brandon Ingram than giving me Zion and Brandon Ingram together. He's been the glue, dude. He's been a legitimate leader, and he's out there.
That's a good point.
Talk about the Kings
Uh,
rolling.
De'Aaron Fox.
I mean,
just
I
signed
said a
with
few
Clutch
weeks
Sports,
ago,
right?
my bold take was the Kings making the playoffs.
Yeah.
They won
they've-
8 of their last 10. I believe that was like a couple days ago that had happened. So as of
that's the bonus, averaging 17, 11, and 6.
He's been great. He's been great.
right now, they won 7 of their last 10. They've lost their last couple games, but that still puts them 6th in the East.
And also, look at Kevin Herter right now.
He can't miss.
He's sneakily becoming one of the best shooters in the NBA
And
right
that was
now.
definitely one of the best contract signings, like definitely this year.
like Kevin
Malik
Herter
Monk.
is literally shooting like 50% from 3.
Herter's on the Kings.
Yes.
When did I miss that?
Dude, he's been one of the better shooters in the league.
He's
this
been the
year.
second best shooter in the entire league to
I
Steph
mean, like,
Curry.
dude, he's always been a really good shooter. I mean, this is ridiculous.
No,
that
this
he's
is
taking that leap.
ridiculous.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot believe he's on the Kings.
He's
I
playing
could
really
have
good.
sworn.
He was still with the Hawks. Nah, but once Murray went there, like that was the piece that like
he
he's the
coming off
one
the
guy
bench
that
right
doesn't
now?
fit. What?
Does he come off the bench right now?
There's
Herter?
no way he's shooting. Dude,
I know, but he could be a 6th man and just take a lot of minutes.
No, I don't. I think
He's
Malik,
starting?
Malik Monk comes off the bench and he starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Malik
Barnes
Monk
as well?
is
Or
a
is
crazy
Barnes the
talented
4?
guy too.
Does Barnes play the 4 then?
Morris?
Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Oh,
He plays the 4, right, then?
Yes. Yeah.
So let me
'Cause I
roll.
think Sabonis plays the
Let me
five.
pull
They have,
up
like,
this.
no centers on this team.
Let me pull up this Kings team as of right now. This depth chart that they have, they roll with. So the
Well, I
point
think-
guard is Fox. Herter just started shooting guard. Barnes at the 3. They just drafted Keegan Murray to play power forward,
Right.
and Sabonis runs the center.
Every time they go in on a big though, it doesn't work out. So like, this is good.
Sabonis is center.
Yes,
Yeah. I mean, that
Boogie.
small ball's been working.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the last time it worked.
that's the last time it worked for sure.
I do like having a traditional center, though. A guy, he does get a lot of rebounds, Sabonis. He does get like about 11 a game. So, I mean,
Dude,
He's doing his job.
Hey,
Herter's-
Mike Brown's making it
Dude,
work, man.
small
Mike
ball is
Brown.
taking over at times.
Herter's shooting 47 from 3 right now.
That is ridiculous.
That's
how
ridiculous.
many does he take a game?
How many? Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
He shoots
5.3.
7.3.
That's
Oh
insane.
my
That is
God.
insane.
47% on 7 threes a game?
He makes 3.4 threes a game.
Whose man's is this?
He's the
He's
second
balling.
best shooter in the league right now to Curry, just because Curry shoots even more. Herter's shooting a better percentage, but Curry just shoots more, so it's more effective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? but like by
Unbelievable.
far the second best shooter in the league. He's not missing.
I'm so happy for the Sacramento Kings.
No,
I'm
yeah.
so happy.
2K we couldn't do it, but they can do it in real life.
I-
But if they can do it in real life, that'd be
I-
crazy.
Like Sacramento's just been such a tortured franchise for
I don't
so
even
many
think about it. I
years.
could care less.
Yeah, because you're in the same division as them.
Doesn't even matter. Divisions don't matter in basketball.
yeah, they don't matter in the
You-
NBA.
You,
Why do they
you
even
do play
exist?
them more often.
Yeah, still don't care. Still don't think about
Play them
them.
on max 4 times a year.
They're not going anywhere.
like
They're
They're
not
making-
going
they're
anywhere.
making the playoffs, man.
That's it. But what does that mean? They're gonna be a first round knockout.
Depends who they play.
We'll see.
I think if they play New Orleans, they beat New Orleans.
I don't
and
think
then
so.
Now with the cap
You
situation,
think so?
I definitely think
Who's
so.
who's locking up Zion?
If you can't play by matchup,
and with
I
their
think
and
it's
with
just
their
better
cap
coaching.
situation,
I think he's better. I think Mike Brown's a better coach than Willie Green.
Look at
I
the
think-
rankings right now.
I think. Okay, my question is, who's guarding De'Aaron Fox?
I think CJ got a
Pat
better
Bev?
chance
Pat Bev.
than anybody has at Zion Williamson. Not saying that he's
Oh, wait, we're
clapping
talking about
him.
the Pels right now.
I think Pels. Yeah.
Talk about the Pels.
Guarding.
I'm telling you right now, CJ has a better and will put in better effort against De'Aaron Fox than anybody can
And
put
let- and
against
let me
Zion
who's
ask
that
you
guy
Williamson.
who was guarding Chris Paul last year?
Alvarado.
Alvarado.
Jose
Alvarado's not
Alvarado,
guarding
man.
De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is too quick. I'll say that. And I think the thing with Zion is he going to be able to stay healthy throughout the entire season? If so, hey, if we get to
think
that
so.
point,
I
if
think
we
he
get to
can.
that point, then maybe
He lost
they got
mad
a
weight,
shot.
bro. He's in the best shape of his life.
That's true, but he's got to stay healthy. I think that's the biggest part of the Pels.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Nah,
Jazz fell off completely.
No, Jazz. Listen,
They lost
this
four straight.
team, the Jazz that they got right now, you didn't think it was actually going to be.
The
sustained.
Blazers fell to 7.
You were high on it.
Me?
Yeah.
Was I high on Utah?
You were like, yo, this is ridiculous. They're going to be winning some games. I don't know. I said the downfall is coming.
I didn't. Did I really say that the downfall wasn't coming? I thought I did.
Can't recall.
They just said
We'd have to go
like
back.
so many heat check players that can get hot at any point, but they don't have a star. And I think that's the problem they're starting to run into. They don't have a consistent star.
The fact that the Clippers are the 5 seed while averaging 106 points per game is crazy.
Without Paul George or Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah.
which they haven't been playing at all.
God, if that
lately.
team can just click at the right time, they are going to be so dangerous.
If they're both healthy and they're both on the floor, they're going to be dangerous, and I think they'll be a real contender.
Yeah,
we'll
Golden
see what
State's still looking to get going. I think they'll be fine once this year progresses. Because Clay's back too.
Clay is back. He's
Clay is
been
back.
really good. I just think they need to be better on the road. I think that's been their huge problem. Their bench has been very underwhelming.
Pool's been not good.
I mean, he's been all right. I just think, Anthony Lamb, like, who is that? You know what I mean? Like,
Who?
Gary Payton. They lost Gary Payton. They lost Juan Toscano Anderson. They lost
They lost a few
Damon
guys, yeah.
Lee. Like,
Is Iguodala even playing?
Toscano Anderson wasn't really playing
defensively,
that
he
much.
was, though.
Not playing that much.
I mean, he was, when you look at Anthony Lamb.
I think the factor with the Warriors right now is just that Poole isn't playing up to his standards. And I just think, the loss of Gary Payton Jr. off the bench is really tough.
Yeah, I
And
do agree.
well, Clay was off to a slow start, but he's picking it up. Draymond's doing his thing that he usually does. And then Curry's been probably a one-man scoring show for most of the season.
Well, I think Wiggins has played pretty good, too. I think as of late, Wiggins, he had a 30-point game, I believe, the other night.
Yeah.
Against the
Depth
Clippers.
conquers all, man. And they lose 3 key bench pieces. It's going
It's
to
huge.
change a lot.
Exactly. I think they need another shooter.
I think
Or-
who they trade for? Do you think the Warriors do?
That's a good question.
Kevin Durant.
They've been trying to move Wiseman, I feel like, since they got him.
Maybe Miles Bridges.
Okay,
Maybe
well,
they
can
sign
he
Miles
even,
Bridges.
I
I
think
don't know.
that would be the best.
I don't know if he's going to be able to.
is he eligible
Play.
to join the league right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's teams talking about him.
I think if he's
Weren't the Lakers in
eligible-
on him too?
They're talking about him.
I mean,
don't know,
he's a
that
great
whole
player.
situation as well. Yeah, but he's
Yeah, obviously, like
Yeah.
there's a whole another layer to that.
You
But
know,
he's a great
I
player.
don't condone that situation, but I'm saying like
here at
you know,
90.3
as a basketball
WMSC, Upper Montclair.
All right, we're gonna have to wind this down because Portugal is about
Viva
to play
Portugal!
in the World Cup, and we're gonna have coverage for you in just a few minutes. Final thoughts for any of you guys?
Not much to change.
Fins for the win, 9-3.
Let's go Kings.
All right, guys, you've been listening to Ant Mazz in the Midday. Anthony Cafone, Khalil Calloway, Connor Cupin, Brandon Morazzo. We will see you guys next week. Stay good, everybody.